radio station, but don't forget to watch us. We are on your computer, your mobile device. Just head on over to SuperTalk TV. Many of you watched the crowning of the new Miss Mississippi this past weekend, and she's joining us today. Your Miss Mississippi of 2024 is Miss Becky Williams. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, and thank you for having me today.
Have you gotten any sleep, girl?
Oh, I caught up on all my rest yesterday. I got to take home my new car from Kirk Auto and brought it right back here to Purvis, and I got to sleep in my own bed for the first time. And let me tell you, it was so surreal getting to walk back into this house as Miss Mississippi and to share that feeling with my family was so beautiful.
Which I know the journey has been long for all the girls this past week or last week. So kind of sum it up for you. Obviously, you got the crown, so it ended up pretty well for you. But kind of looking back retrospectively, what was the whole week and the whole experience like for you in Vicksburg?
Really just incredible is the one word that I can say to describe it. Even throughout the stress of, our walking pattern changing or just us realizing that the schedule was very different this year. We were jam-packed with service projects and different types of rehearsals, getting more time with our bells. The whole experience was incredible, getting to bond with these girls and recognize that any one of these ladies could have had this position that I'm in right now and have done it perfectly fine and done it well. But, going through this competition with the stresses of, recognizing on stage that so many eyes are on you and, you're expected to be so polished and perfect, but also recognizing that the girls beside you are human, just like you, and that each and every one of us have our own stories to tell. It was just a beautiful experience to be a part of.
And one of the great things is every woman up there, or every young lady, has spent the last year or more developing their service platforms or their platforms. I'm not sure exactly the right wording for it now, Becky, but regardless it's up to good in their communities. And I know that's a big piece of the puzzle that you will play over the next years, bringing awareness to yours. So share with us, what is your platform?
Yes, so we call it our Community Service Initiatives, and mine is entitled Make a Move. My goal is to get Mississippi moving again. We're the second most unhealthy state in the nation, and I think it's time that we can change that because there are so many simple ways that we can make changes in our everyday lives to be healthier Mississippians. I love getting in the classrooms and sharing my school program, Boogie with Becky, because as a lifelong dancer, that's just something that comes so natural to me is exercise through dance. And so ensuring that our students are getting in proper exercise so that their test scores can show how hard they're working and they can focus better in class is so important to me. But I also am so excited to get into corporate America and ensure that our adults are learning to stand for 5 minutes for every hour they're working, take those mental health walks instead of just sitting at your office for a break. There are just little changes we can make every single day. And as Miss Mississippi, I'm excited to take advantage of the social media presence that we have and ensure that not just Mississippi, but all of America can see those changes that we can make too.
I know it's been a whirlwind of a week, Becky, but it's going to be a whirlwind of a year for you as well. I'm sure your schedule is already crazy and highlighted and circled and all the places that you're going. So what's first up for you? Obviously, you're joining us here on Good Things, and we appreciate that time. But what's first on the agenda for the new Miss Mississippi?
Yes, so this is actually my first official event, I guess you could say, my appearance, whatever you want to call it. But tomorrow I've got some interviews lined up. I'll be at Batson Children's Hospital tomorrow for a luau event with all of the patients. And I'll have a few more interviews in the afternoon. But, yeah, I'm really excited to get to go to Miss Louisiana this weekend and see who gets to be my new sister in the Miss America class. But this week is definitely a whirlwind for sure.
So you will be gearing up, obviously serving our state over the next year, but also gearing up for the Miss America pageant. Remind us, when will that happen? Does the preparation start as of yesterday? Or do you get a little bit of a break to enjoy and soak it in? Or is it right back to getting prepared for the Miss America pageant?
Yeah, so prep started yesterday. I got to meet with my business manager and my prep team, and we're so excited to get started. But when it comes to competition, we know that Miss America is going to be in January in Orlando. We're not sure exactly on the dates or the location, but we know that it's happening then and there.
Does anything actually change, Becky, in terms of the way you guys approach that as you're going? Is it just more fine-tuning, making sure you're still up to date on all the headlines or things that need to be and experiencing it? Or is there specific things that you'll be trying to get better at or change coming up then?
Yeah, so if I'm completely honest, when I went into this year, I was coming off of my last year as second runner-up to Miss Mississippi, and my mindset was completely different this year going into competition. Rather than just preparing for the role of Miss Mississippi, I've been preparing myself for the role of Miss America. So when it comes to prepping as Miss Mississippi for Miss America, my mindset is going to stay the same. I'm prepared for this job to represent this nation the best I can while being Miss Mississippi. And so I'm still going to be mock interviewing every few weeks. I'm still going to be going to all of these speaking engagements so that I can become the best speaker I can. And I'll be working out to be hashtag Miss America Fit, like we all strive to be every single day, and just ensuring that I'm being the best representative for not just the girls of Mississippi, but any little girl that looks up to me.
Well, we appreciate your time here on Good Things Girl. We'll be following you along on all your social platforms. Look forward to having you in the studio soon, and thank you for your time.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
All righty, you guys stick with us. We got more